Tell us what has been your best work achievement to this point in your career. What made this achievement important? My best work achievement. When I was a teaching assistant at the University of Texas at Tyler, we had uh, I worked there for uh, almost 2 years. It was 3 semesters. And on my last semester, a new teacher came in, or a new professor uh, over the department I worked. And I was tutoring the kind of entry level for the computer science. And the teacher, uh, he had a much higher standard than the one that had left before. And she retired, and she had kind of, um, I don't want to say phoned it in. I don't want to be polite, but when he came in, uh, he was actually worried about his job because the his first exam, the students did very, very terribly. And we had a moment where he came in, and we had to sit down, and we talked for, I think, well over 2 hours of how we were going to fix the grades of the class. And we went over everything, but his method of teaching, which I was very inspired by. This guy, he turned into my mentor later on. And we had I don't know if it's vulgar or not, but I called it a come to Jesus moment with the class, where the teacher, in my opinion, was doing everything right, and it was one of the issues of the students was they didn't have the correct mentality on how to study for a bachelor's level uh, area. And we buckled down and we explained basically how to be college students and what it was that they could require from us, that we were going to work hard to make this information easier to obtain. We weren't just going to phone in or assign problems from the book and not really care, that we were trying very hard to teach them the subject and that they were going to be good because he was a very good teacher, the one they brought in. Um, and it worked over the semester. The grades improved. The next exam, it was the graph went from here to, it was much higher. um, and what I loved, there was a feeling with working with him as opposed to the previous teacher or the previous professor, was that when the students failed out or if they didn't do as well, I really felt that we had done not literally as much as we could, but we did much more better by them. Uh, and uh, the the grades of the outgoing students the last semester that I was at school, I felt was a great achievement because it was a much better improvement that they had seen in the entire department.